Covered by Che. Barnes passes to Trent. And the Raptors miss again.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
On the wing, Iverson. Over Trent. And Dallas again with the bucket.
You know what? They've been on a nice run here. Have the ability to widen the gap. Now they are rolling.
This is a dominant stretch. I am so impressed with how they played together as a unit over this last stretch.
So timeout called here, the first for the Raptors.
Good timing. They're really struggling offensively.
Sometimes it just feels like misses become contagious. He wants to settle his guys down right now.
Now, here's Anunoby. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Back to Trent. McGee against Siakam. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Toronto needs to get off his shot. And here's Trent outside. Offensive rebound. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
One of the things that we're watching happen with Pascal Siakam is the willingness to accept more and more responsibility, both from a leadership and a productivity standpoint, guys. And it has been something else to watch that growth.
He misses the free throw.
And you watch the way that Siakam plays. It can get you in the open court or in half-court sets. Great forward who gives you a little bit of everything.
Mavericks making a switch here. Hardaway's checked in. And for Siakam, great. He almost epitomizes the modern forward.
And that's not to say he's the best forward, but he displays all the skills you now expect from that position. Solid player who any team would love to have.
Now, here's Anunoby. After the miss from Allen Iverson. Yep, that one goes. Siakam's got his second bucket of the night.
That's unselfishness from Trent Jr. We know he wants to score, but when your teammate's that wide open, just simply put the ball where it needs to be.
Now, here's Doncic. The pass to Finney-Smith. Iverson against Trent. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Dallas?
One shot.
And right from the jump, they've been working hard to establish themselves inside, using agility and power to get shots in the paint.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
So it's the Mavericks now, following the miss by Gary Trent Jr. from deep. Here's Anunoby. That 3 off the mark. Here's Dallas. They're on a 17-4 run. Doncic kicks to Che. There's the double team with Flynn. And there's Hardaway. That's good on the assist by Che.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
Here's Flynn. A three-pointer is right on target.
Well, we know Trent Jr. can flat shoot the basketball, but he has to balance that with his passing. Nice delivery there.
Iverson passes to Bowen. Trent with the double team. Passes it to Hardaway. The 3 from Iverson doesn't go that time. Now Toronto takes it the other way. Here's Anunoby. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his first personal
OG
foul.
Anunoby
13
is
fouls.
tremendously athletic, and when he plays with this level of aggression, it's hard not to foul him.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. That misses, so he splits the free throws.
And here in the early going, missed free throws starting to become the storyline.
Back to Harris. Kicks to Hardaway. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. It's going to be on Precious Achiuwa.
I'll tell you, Tim Hardaway Jr. has shown signs of being a lights-out scorer, and he's got the game to do just that. He looks better and better every year, guys.
Greg, you have to love the impact that Tim Hardaway Jr. has had on the defensive end.
He's got a great wingspan to bother shooters and contain penetration. Always aware of where the ball is on the floor. You could call him an underrated defender.
2 point. That one goes.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Smith's shot is good.
Smith Jr.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Here's Banton. Pass to Achua. Baseline J on the way. Misses off the left iron. Dallas leading by 10. And here is Graham. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. The layup missed. Toronto's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Anunoby, that one good for 2.
And can't do much else. The strength of Anunoby comes in handy on those challenging finishes.
Here's Smith, and it's blocked.
2 minutes left.
Here's Banton. There's 1:54 left in the first. To the left side wing. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you can see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Always good to get another look at a terrific defensive play.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Well, Dennis Smith Jr. using the pump fake to his advantage. Gets defenders to bite on it. That is nicely done.
Second free throw, no good. Raptors trail by 9. 1:31 left to play here in the first. And the foul on Dorian Finney-Smith. That is his first foul of the game. Toronto calls timeout. And, of course, this is the first they're seeing of Dallas.
And this game will be half of the contest they'll play against each other this year.
It's an interesting matchup. Two teams that don't know each other all that well. Separate conferences. We'll see which one can dictate the pace early.
Fans, we need you to get loud right now for your North Side Crew. Make some noise, Toronto. It's time for your North Side Crew. Get loud, Theo! It's time for your North Side Crew!
And a new group getting ready for Dallas. JaVale McGee's checked in for Hardaway. Luka Doncic comes in for Harris. Allen Iverson is checked in for Devontae Graham. And Chase subbed in for Dennis Smith. Blackwell, the pass to Achua. With the drive. Banton's shot is off.
Boy, that's too easy to miss, but somehow he finds a way to do it.
And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Here's the floater. Rebound by JaVale McGee. Dallas leading by 9. Now, here's Doncic. Not going to go that time, so the Raptors will take it the other way. Here's Banton. The Mavericks pull it in.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
And it's Doncic missing.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
The shot and game clock separated by 4 and stolen by Achua. Here's Blackwell. And again, Toronto no luck. Shea way outside. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Dallas in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter.
The away team, 23.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
They've got Precious Achua. He's out there with Barnes. Siakam is out there with Gary Trent. And it's Flynn in at the point guard position. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto.
Now Pascal Siakam looking aggressive and determined, which forces the defender to commit the foul.
Well, we know the NBA has worked to get rid of the hard foul doors, and the league has done a great job of doing that. What has contributed, though, to that line of thinking?
Well, I think any play can be reviewed, Kevin, and that's a good thing, because if it's a non-basketball play, then you open yourself up to a flagrant 2. The punishment is significant enough to discourage the action. I love the rule changes as it relates to this particular infraction. Boy, and the foul. Doncic has got great upper body strength, completes the play. Nicely done.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Harris subbed in for Allen Iverson. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. A busy few years for Nick Nurse. In 2019, he helped lead the Raptors to the title, and he was the 2020 Coach of the Year. He says, it means a lot to me that this city and this country loves this team so much. We can go out there and give them something to be proud of. Of course, Kevin, he's been a key part of that success. Back to you.
Maybe the single most important part of their success, D.A. Thank you so much. And here's Trent outside. They get it back. Shot's good by Achua.
You have to appreciate the doggedness and intensity on the glass. Wow.
Here's Bowen. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Devontae Graham's checked in for Luka Doncic. Now here's Barnes. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Trent with the wide open look. Off target from three-point range.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Trent against Graham. Clock at 6. Here's Bowen. The basket is good off the assist from Graham. Bowen's got the lead up to 14 now for Dallas. And the Raptors call time here.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
Dallas making a switch here. Smith is checked in. Flynn the pass to Trent. Raptors moving the ball around. Harris against Barnes. Here's Flynn. A three-pointer, no good. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the Mavericks. 14 points, their largest lead in the game.
Well, you want to be able, as a scorer, to put it on the deck to create your shot. Go ahead, Mr. Hardaway. We see you getting off the bounce.
Here's Trent. Tim Hardaway making his last shot. Trent outside. Here's Flynn. And the Raptors miss again.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Smith dishes to McGee. Over Siakam. Bank shot, no good. Toronto's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Trent passes to Siakam. Over Hardaway. And Siakam gets it to go on the assist by Trent. Trent's got his third assist on the night. And a great job to get that angle on a tremendous drive.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow.
Here's McGee. Siakam pulls it in. Siakam's got 5 rebounds tonight.
The son of an NBA vet, Gary Trent Jr.'s game is very different than his dad's.
Well, obviously, Gary Sr. had more size and therefore was a post player in a different generation. The younger Mr. Trent, an excellent shooter from deep. Pretty much the opposite style of play.
Now here is Harris. Following the miss by Pascal Siakam. Count it. Harris has got his first basket.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Flynn, and good off the lead pass that time.
Well, brought up in an unselfish system, Pascal Siakam takes great pride keeping his teammates involved.
And it'll be the Mavericks with their first time out here in the game.
That time to grab a free shirt.
Dallas going with a whole new group out there. Mavericks leading by 14. And Doncic, here we go. Banked in off the glass. Doncic has got 6 here in this quarter.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Pass to Trent. Fires the 3. The shot, no good.
Just can't find a shot. It's no wonder they're losing. I mean, he's been completely scoreless all night.
Bowen's shot is off. Toronto's shooting is definitely lagging at the moment. They're just 30% in the second quarter. On the wing, Barnes. Outside Flynn. Poked away. Clock at 4, and we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
It'll be a jump ball.
And here are the Raptors now. Just 3 to shoot. Siakam inside the three-point line. Nice jump shot. Good. Siakam's got 12 in the game.
Boy, this guy has been terrific. The rest of the team, however, struggling.
Here's Finney-Smith. Siakam pulls it in. Raptors trail by 14. Barnes down low. Iverson covering. Barnes can't get it to go. For Dallas, they've gone 7 of 14 in the second quarter, shooting to the tune of 50%. Shea kicks to Iverson. Down low. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Siakam.
That's what we call a high-effort play by Dorian Finney-Smith. Takes it right to the defense and gets the whistle.
You talk about a defensive menace. That's Dorian Finney-Smith.
He has a knack for coming up with a big defensive play. Often lines up against the opponent's most important offensive player.
A steal. Doncic against Anunoby. That's good from Doncic on the assist by Shea. Doncic has got 8 points in the quarter. And there's the pass to Blackwell. That's tipped and stolen by Iverson. To the paint, picked off in midair. Siakam passes to Blackwell, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
All the officials are all over that one.
The Raptors have made 5 of 8 of their free throw attempts.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line. About 79% of their free throws.
Dallas leading by 16. Doncic right side. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
That's his first personal.
And you watch the way Doncic runs this offense. He's become a master at the pick and roll. Incredible to see someone run it to perfection.
Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
JaVale McGee's checked in for the Mavs.
Your heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
And with Doncic in the pick and roll game, he's so good at such a young age.
It's amazing how well he reads the defense, but he can also freeze the defender or create confusion with that hesitation. He has all the tricks to run it.
Here's Siakam after Luka Doncic's bucket. Pass to Blackwell. Up and in on the layup. He has 5.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Anunoby against Iverson. Anunoby sends it back.
OG Anunoby is fast off his feet, 7'2" wingspan, says twice on the pipes. Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out front.
Mavericks leading by 14. Here's Bowen. Good D by Siakam.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
Now here's Iverson. He has 6, and it's good for 2.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Here's Banton. Pass to Anunoby. This one for 3. And they recover it. Boucher in the post. Shea's there. Count that bucket.
Well, that's about positioning and length and athleticism. Boucher doing the job on the offensive rebounding end.
Here's Doncic. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Doncic has got 12 now in this quarter.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
That's a finish he'll be bragging about for a while.
As he should. Very impressive.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim. Okay.
All technical fouls have been an issue for Luka Doncic since he entered the league.
First of all, you love his passion. But I think we've seen real progress in this regard, and that's because you understand if you're Luka Doncic, you need to play high minutes for your team.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith, and it's Dennis Smith in for Shea.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, but now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
And so it's Dallas with him after Toronto at the three-pointer. Iverson outside. No good there. Good D by Anunoby.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
11 seconds left in the first half. Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut down now to just 9 in the basket from Siakam.
Well, this is part of Pascal Siakam's growth, the willingness to absorb nightly responsibility to score the ball.
It's been all about Luka Doncic for the Mavericks. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Here with Nick Nurse, Coach, the official.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. Luka Doncic has been the story in this one. He had 14 points, 2 assists, and 1 rebound. This has been a bounce-back game for him after some struggles their last time out. Shaq, let's get your insight on the visiting team.
They're running some great offense right now, working the ball in the good spots, taking what the defense gives them, not forcing up shots. We'll see if they can maintain that discipline in the second half.
Kenny, let's get your thoughts on the Raptors.
They've had a few issues in the first half, but the turnovers really stand out. It's hard to stay in the game when you're giving possession. Plus, it lets the other team run on the offensive end. They have to clean that up and clean up that ball handling.
And that's...
Fans, we need you to get.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game.
Side, who?
Raptors trail by 9 on the floor for Dallas. They've got Iverson, who's out there with Jay. JaVale McGee is out there with Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 4 spot. Siakam deciding where to go with it. 5 to shoot. The 8-footer. Trent gets the bucket. Trent's got the opening bucket to start the second half for the Raptors.
Oh, defense trying to get physical and shake up Gary Trent Jr. He's not having any of it.
And for the Raptors, they're shooting about 42% so far. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Thanks very much. Now, from the step back to his attacking style, some have compared Luka Doncic to the Bear, James Harden. There are some similarities, Harden said. Being able to dictate and control the game like he does, he never lets anyone speed him up, and he gets what he wants. Back to you, Kevin.
He always has. They're both pretty fun to watch. David, thank you.
What you love about Gary Trent Jr., guys, is here's a guy who not only excels from the three-point line. Yes, he's a consistent guy stretching the floor, but his fearlessness, his willing to take big shots in tight spots, that is something to behold.
Iverson against Anunoby. And Iverson gets it to go.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
They had a nice score that came from just attacking the rim. Huge play in this hotly contested game.
Iverson against Anunoby. Iverson dishes to Jay. Fires from deep. And it's Toronto with the rebound.
All right, time now to pick it up. You're 1 for 4, and you certainly don't want to give your opponent momentum.
Trent against McGee. Pass to Flynn. Raptors moving the ball around. Dishes to Barnes, and the dunk by Barnes.
What you see is continued improvement in his ability to create for others. Great to see OG Anunoby make the open read.
Dallas calls timeout. Gary Harris, he's checked in for the Mavericks.
It's time for your Northside Crew.
Mavericks leading by 3 and stolen by Barnes. And here's Trent outside. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes. Trent's got his second basket of the night.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Here's Doncic. That's a basket. His 8th from the field, 8 of 14.
Listen, this is becoming routine for Luka Doncic. This guy's a big-time scorer who can take over when he's ready.
Trent passes to Barnes. And here is Flynn. The pass to Anunoby. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. For Dallas, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. And Barnes sends it back. Doncic, no good. And so Anunoby will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half.
Boy, you can see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
What I love is the heart, the fire, the tenacity. This is absolutely fantastic.
For Dallas, they have had an off night from the stripe tonight. First free throw is good. Achua, he's checked in for Pascal Siakam. He makes 1 of 2 that time.
You know, he couldn't make all of them, and they'll have to settle for just a 1-point lead.
So they take the lead. Anunoby's got 6.
And you talk about fighting your way back into a game. They've shown a lot of grit in this comeback.
Yeah, to start off with so many mistakes and still now find a way where everything's working. It allows their momentum and confidence to continue to build.
Looking to hopefully get something dropped for him at the line, missing badly in this game so far.
And he has been grinding away to get himself to the line. It hasn't always turned into points, but he's doing a lot of the dirty work for them.
Uncharacteristic trip to the line, and just lost his feel on those shots.
Those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Out to Doncic. Takes a 3. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Barnes has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
I'll tell you, it's been a struggle for him in this period, and they're struggling as a result.
Dallas trails by 5. Here's Doncic. A beautiful reverse layup. 18 points for him.
6'7", 230 pounds. Luka Doncic is a load in the painted area.
Outside Flynn. Barnes up top. Anunoby with it. He's got 6, 5 on the clock, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on JaVale McGee.
Boy, the athleticism of OG Anunoby can be eye-popping sometimes, guys. And what's happening now is he's developing on the offensive end. This guy's upside is absolutely tremendous.
Hardaway's checked in for the Mavericks. Devontae Graham comes in for Doncic, and the Mavericks call time here. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Iverson outside. Stolen. Out of bounds. It'll be Mavericks ball. Dallas trails by 5. And they get it back. Doncic. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. To the inside. Here's Achua. The dunk by Achua.
I'll bet even they didn't think the pick would work that way.
No. And they get the major league dunk out of it, too.
My question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
Passes it to Anunoby. Here's Trent. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Gets himself open and drills it. Trent's got 10 points in just the second half.
Well, they're calling his number time and time again, and he is delivering.
Anunoby against Iverson. Good D by Anunoby.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
And he's showing signs now of life after going scoreless through the half.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Toronto lead is cut back down to 7 after the points coming from Iverson. Toronto calls timeout.
We know that you want a free t-shirt, so let's get loud.
Toronto's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Barnes passes to Banton. Out left to the wing. Back to Barnes. Out to the wing. Shot clock at 6. Shots good by Achua.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
It's so hard, isn't it, Doris, to define Scotty Barnes' position? Point forward would probably, I guess that'd be correct.
I guess, Kev. And it almost doesn't matter, right? Because what we know about Scotty Barnes is he's got big-time talent. He can make plays, he can get downhill, he can rebound and run with the basketball in his hand. And think about it. He is a guy still with so much upside. Imagine when he locks in completely and understands the NBA game. Sky's the limit.
And Barnes sends it back.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Hits it from three-point range. Benton's got the lead up to 14 now for Toronto. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Toronto.
Great job by this team closing out, blocking a bunch of shots, and just a tremendous effort defensively.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Hardaway comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Smith subbed in for Allen Iverson. The Mavericks have really been struggling with their free throws, only made 5. More misses than makes so far.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
Bertanis, he's checked in for Doncic. Raptors leading by 13. Pass to Blackwell. Barnes outside. There's the pass to Blackwell.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
A floater, and he lays it up and in. He's got 10.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Bowen's shot is off. Toronto's gone 4 of 6 from three-point land since the start of the second half. And that one's good. Barnes has got 8 here in the quarter.
And he's caught fire this quarter yet to miss a shot.
Here's Bowen. And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
Pass to Banton. And the foul called on Shea. That'll be his second foul of the game. Quinn's checked in for the Raptors. Dallas also making some changes. Hauser's checked in. And Harris subbed in for Shea. Flynn against Smith. Over to the left wing. Here's Blackwell. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Yeah, and ever since halftime, they played precision basketball offensively.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
Here's Smith, and he drives in. Flynn grabs the miss.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
It's his first trip to the line. The free throw drops for Flynn. The Raptors making a switch here. Siakam's checked in. And Dallas with a change here, too. Graham's checked in. Dallas trails by 19. Here's Smith on the wing, Hardaway. 24 seconds left to play in the third. Here's McGee. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Siakam.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. Barnes passes to Siakam. They get a hand on it. Hardaway with the steal. Got it off in time. No good. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. The Raptors out in front, up 19. We'll be back shortly, live from Toronto. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this way?
How about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Got Siakam. Gary Trent is out there with OG Anunoby. And it's Blackwell in at the 2. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Finney-Smith kicks to Green. That one's not going to go. Good D by Anunoby. Trent outside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
That's his first.
Boy, it takes more than tight defense to bother Gary Trent Jr. It works out well for him with a trip to the foul line.
And player nicknames are a fun part of covering the game. Now, a lot of guys, GA, are just going with their initial, like KD or AD or KG. Do we need more creativity?
I don't know, Kevin. Maybe the league could give guys a cash bonus for picking a nickname. Initials excluded. That might spark some creativity.
Anunoby, good.
And they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. They're rebounding it right now. Massive.